Hey, welcome back to my bookshelf tour. I kind of rushed at the very end of the last video because everyone was coming home and it was time to stop. Let me just quickly back up for volume volume 8 of the complete Robert Crumb, in which we have the death of Fritz the cat. And there indeed you see Fritz the cat. Haha, stupid blah, female. What a royal pain in the ass. Let me out of here. Where you have the ostrich woman in panties and crop top coming to stab him. It's the death of Fritz the cat. I guess this might actually be where we get into the kind of the why actually Robert Crumb is probably genuinely an underground artist. It's because Fritz the cat became kind of co-opted as a, well, not co-opted, he became popular. And I think they made a terrible movie with Fritz the cat. And Robert Crumb, you know, a lot of artists, for very forgivable reasons, like, oh, something's a success, something I can make money with, and would kind of milk it, or at least play along, play ball. And Robert Crumb did not play ball. He found all this sleazy and terrible, which is kind of funny coming from Robert Crumb, because a lot of his stuff is actually kind of sleazy and, I was saying the id, but I guess he's coming at it from, this is very honestly human emotion. This is my actual genuine raw self, whereas he finds the kind of the phoniness of mainstream culture, which is what he's reacting against. A lot of his kind of, hi, I'm 50s guy kind of comics is why he's going, hi, I'm 50 guys raping my daughter, or that kind of he's kind of attacking that sort of stuff. So in a move that kind of semi reminds me of something like Conan Doyle killing off Sherlock Holmes. He kills off Fritz the cat. I don't know if it's actually that kind of level, because I don't think many people probably have, it's just one of the many anthropomorphic cats throughout history, him being, a particularly adult version of it. But yes, he was killed by a vengeful girlfriend, which also just sort of fits into the Robert Crumb thing of fraught, like, why are all these females angry at me? But he does actually show, like, Fritz the cat and a lot of his other protagonists as being the males being particularly foul, terrible people who are take a lot of their aggressions out on females. They have them taking female Sasquatch, or is it a cave woman captive? She's getting whacked on the head with the back of an axe. It's like, these are kind of brutal worlds. We have, oh, it's the Yeti, yeah. And yeah, this is white man meets Bigfoot, or the Yeti, and it's him, of course, because it's Robert Crumb, it's having sex with the Yeti and running away with her. Yeti carrying her away, and him having lots of sex and then shaving her down. Of course, the Yeti has a nice big Robert Crumb ass. He's an odd fellow. Oftentimes it's this little id character sitting on top of all these female bodies that Robert Crumb finds particularly, his fascination. It's kind of it's infantile in the sense of you can deeply psychologically infantile, which I guess is something that sort of is a commentary on itself. And indeed, at the end, there at the very end, Fritz the cat dead. After all the abuse that he's shown this particular ostrich woman, she offs him in the end, and that's the end of Fritz the cat, and we don't see him again. All right, I'm going to leave it there for today because I have to do many other things. And so it's like a one volume on just that little bit of Robert Crumb. I don't know how in depth I'll get in the couple of other issues that I have of the complete Robert Crumb. But yeah, it's kind of I find it, he's one of those figures that I find interesting to look at, because he's probably slipped into well beyond the pale by now, if he was ever in the pale. But I don't know. It's something that there's something about male psyche, male sexuality that Robert Crumb, however horrifically, reflects and possibly caters to. Got to put it that way. All right, more videos later.